Why do I start recording right in the time when I feel like I need a nap? It's so peaceful out here. I've got to bring the energy. Hey all, I'm Ryan, and I live in Ecuador. I make videos about Ecuador, and this video here is a good one. My partner in crime, Sarah, and I have lived in North America, Europe, Asia, and now South America. We've traveled to over 30 countries, and I think I can safely say that Ecuador is the country of choice when it comes to retirement right now as it stands for us. So then I sat down, did some research about this whole subject, and I found that there's even more reasons to retire here. I'm going to share all those with you today. It's going to be a fantastic video. Now I just am realizing that this video doesn't really fit my demographic. This is kind of more for old people. How can I get old people to listen to what I say?
Y'all don't know people like this. Y'all don't know people like this. Y'all don't know people like this.
Such a good episode of Murder, She Wrote. That Angela Lansbury is a treasure. All right, Ecuador. This country is packed with so much natural beauty. Let's see, we got the ocean on one side of the country, world's biggest ocean, the Pacific Ocean. The other side of the country is the world's biggest jungle, the Amazon. And then straight down the middle, there's the longest mountain range, the Andes. For a country just the size of Arizona, there's so many options when it comes to what kind of environment you want to live in. Most people either choose the beach or the mountains, and then they visit the other sections of the country when they go on vacation. If you like it hot, the coastal region's probably better for you. It's cooler in the mountains, but it never gets really cold. It maybe drops down to about 8 degrees Celsius or 48 Fahrenheit. I love the weather in the Quito area. You never need any kind of temperature control for your home. At night it gets colder, but that's kind of great for sleeping. In the day you just have to avoid the sun and you won't get too hot. Because Ecuador is on the equator, the temperature doesn't really change throughout the year. Also the sunrise and sunset times are pretty consistent. So I think that's good for you old people because I know how much you hate change. All right, let's talk about cost of living. I actually already made a video about how much it costs per month to live in Ecuador. You can check that video out probably in the description below or maybe up above. In it, I tracked my spending for an entire year, so the numbers are pretty accurate. You might just have to add like about $30 a month for prune juice for you guys. But I spend $792 a month to live here. What I don't mention in the video is all the benefits that people who are 65 and older get in Ecuador, and this would include you if you became a resident of Ecuador. They include discounts on electricity and water, 50% off all transportation, public or private, and this even includes flights with certain airlines that do fly to America. Seniors get 50% off of their landline phone, which doesn't really make sense to me because they're the only ones using the landline phone. Plus multiple tax breaks including sales tax, property tax, and a special tax break on vehicles, so you can buy a car here and continue to back out of your driveway without looking and run over your neighbor's dog. After living in Asia for 5 years, I have to say that Ecuador's proximity to North America is something I really appreciate. Just living in the same time zone as my friends and family in North America is great for my social life. I can watch sporting events live. It also means more people coming to see me. Most people didn't want to fly 20 hours for their week-long vacation to go to Asia, but the 6 or so hours to Ecuador isn't that big of a deal. There are quite a few direct flights from here to cities in the States, including New York, Chicago, LA, Miami. I think there's some to Texas. Air Canada had a direct flight to Toronto, which has kind of shut down since this whole COVID thing. Maybe you've heard about this, the COVID. With the stopover in Mexico or Panama, you can get to even more places in North America. So it is pretty well connected, and you can be in America from here in about 4 hours. Healthcare is obviously something that you need to consider since you're so very incredibly close to death. In Ecuador, you can get private healthcare insurance for as little as $60 a month. There's also a public system that if you are a resident, you can buy into. It costs 17.6% of your monthly salary, and it entitles you to in-hospital care, outpatient care, eye doctors, dental, and prescription drugs, all for free. Any family members you want to add to this plan just costs an extra 3.41% of your monthly wage per person. Medical costs are definitely much cheaper than they are in the States. Ecuador has lots of specialists with modern technology. We had some medical imaging done, and we went to a place in Quito that is considered the best in all of Ecuador for this, and it only cost us $70. A checkup with a general practitioner will cost around $30. Many doctors here are trained in the US or in Europe. Every doctor we've been to has spoken great English. Ecuador also offers a healthy lifestyle with its plethora of cheap fruits and vegetables, its clean air, and its many outdoor activities. There's so much great hiking here that you can do year-round with the great weather. And yes, there are malls that you can do your power walking in. Now I realize that some people aren't in it for the culture. They want to retire and have all the comforts of home. They're not interested in trying to adapt to the culture here. There are places in Ecuador that are somewhat retirement communities for expats. Cuenca and Cotocachi, I would say, are the two biggest. If you move to one of these two cities, it'll probably be easier for you to adapt and you'll find more like-minded people. That being said, Ecuador is great for its culture, and if you do come here, I do recommend you get into it at least a little bit. There might be a stereotype that Latin Americans are loud and rambunctious and maybe a little macho, but I find Ecuadorians extremely polite. Ecuadorians are very family-oriented. They believe in a balance of work and play. They enjoy some good music, and when I say good music, I mean music that I enjoy. The grocery store is often rocking some 80s rock. We've been to Beatles symphony concerts here. We've been to car shows, to Oktoberfest events, all kinds of events that would fit perfectly into North America. All that sounds great, you young buck, but what about the visa process? Because there are a lot of expat retirees here, there are quite a few services that help people who want to retire here. For the right amount of money, they'll take care of pretty much everything for you. If you do want to do it on your own, that's totally possible. There are actually quite a few visa options for foreigners who want to retire in Ecuador. The two most popular being the pensioner's visa, which requires you to prove $800 of income per month, plus $100 for every dependent you bring. And then there's the investor visa, which requires you to have at least $40,000 in an Ecuadorian bank account or a real estate purchase worth at least that much. Once you get in the system, you're entitled to all the rights that the locals have. I'm going to end this video by saying that not everything is perfect here. It's not all roses. There are negatives to living in Ecuador. For example, I haven't seen any bingo halls for you guys. I'm not sure what you can do about that, but if you are a grumpy knob, then maybe stay in your home country. Maybe Ecuador isn't for you. But if you want to live in a beautiful place, you want your dollar to be stretched a little further, then you should definitely consider Ecuador. Oh, I forgot to mention that they love Jell-O here. I know old people really love Jell-O. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for putting up with my bad jokes. And a special thanks to your child or grandchild who helped you watch this video. And if you could get them to hit that subscribe button and then take 5 hours out of their day to show you how to use the internet and how to go to YouTube to watch more of my videos, that would be fantastic.
Prefer when I'm by myself. I don't wanna hang around y'all. Pray for good health. One day I'm gonna go ball. Fuck around and buy the whole mall. Breaking that cake. Flexing 700 in the bank. Not a superhero, I don't save. Look at my face. Look at my grades. Don't match up, no love. Look at date. I just fade. When I hit the jack, you can keep the pie. Every night I gamble, I stop. Yeah. When I check the cost, I was like, oh, that's expensive. Ay, rollie flex.